that's a big thing. That your projection overall is upward. You gotta believe that.
It's Nogi Neighbors. So come on in. It's time for another episode with your best friends. I got the flavor. Think we should dive right in. We'll spit facts about gold plaques and high level competition. Look back on old footage, maybe see what we missing. Kick back and train hard is the way that we living. Talk smack and stay humble, having fun on a mission. Big top pressure is the reason why you submitting. Yes sir. Steady pushing forward, no setbacks. Just a couple low belts soon to turn black. And if you hating, better stop that. Cause it's the Nogi Neighbors podcast. White belt.
To the Nogi Neighbors podcast. We have Jackson with the longest list imaginable.
Do have a fairly long list.
Super long list. But first we're not going to talk about that list. We're going to talk about the Shark Tank that he recently went through on Brandon's Instagram Live, which you can go check out. So it was a long one. It was 30 men and women.
Well, yeah, Kaya.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, 30-person Shark Tank.
Yeah.
If you don't know why, me and Kaya both managed teams during Season 5 of the PGF, and we had a little side bet going on at the draft that whoever's team lost between mine and hers was going to have to get Shark Tanked for 30 rounds. I still beat Scaff's team, though. So,
yeah,
not a total loss. There's a little moral victory in my heart there.
Yeah.
Only by 1 point, but hey, that 1 point mattered.
Mm-hmm.
But your team, Kaya's team,
yeah,
managed to outscore me.
Mm-hmm.
So I got Shark Tanked last night.
Shark Tanked. Yeah, it was a lot. It was 2-minute rounds.
So the first half was 2-minute rounds.
Yeah.
It seems like I don't know exactly when, but halfway through we swapped to 6-minute rounds.
Yeah, I remember that.
So
being
with
confused.
Very little to none rest in between.
Yeah.
I think I had 2 or 3 quick little 30-second water breaks throughout it.
Yeah. That was
I was about to have a vomit break in the middle of it too.
Yeah, after I got done rolling, I looked at it, I was like, man, he's still going. He's still going. And you were still going.
Yeah, I went for a while. It was brutal.
Went for a long time. Who would you say was like the hardest round?
Dude, so there was one moment where Blake, and this was kind of early on. This was only like round 8.
Yeah.
But it was the style of Shark Tank, you know?
Yeah.
Blake was like S-mounting me, and I was just being crushed to death, and I couldn't do anything. And I eventually just ended up tapping. I hadn't even opened my eyes yet, and Nick had just blitzed me. Like, I literally had not opened my eyes yet from Blake getting off of me, and Nick was on me, just blitzing me. The hardest round, though, probably Travis.
Travis, yeah,
Dude,
you got you a lot.
Travis probably tapped me 20 times. Dude, like, straight.
What was he, number
6 minutes.
15?
I don't know. Maybe 16, 17. I don't know, but Travis killed me.
That's a rough round.
I had nothing for him. He hit me with, like, the same setup, like, 3 times. I just didn't have anything in the tank. It was just all right,
survival.
Get out here, get tapped, I guess, yeah. I mean, I tapped a couple people, too, but nothing crazy.
Nothing crazy,
I definitely got more than I got mine.
I mean, I know I'm going to get got. But I'm going to get mine more than I get got, though.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Marshawn Lynch style.
No, the opposite.
No, the opposite of Marshawn Lynch style. That's hilarious. It was fun to do it. It was I was just excited by it because it was one of those things where it's like you could have gotten away with not doing it.
I could have.
If we just kept our mouths shut, we'd never talk about it again.
But I didn't plan on it.
Yeah, and then it just came on. Just immediately, Nakai's like, oh, yeah, we do have to do that. Yeah. And then 2 days later, it happens.
Yeah, so one thing that it makes sense, they were like, let's give him the higher belts first, and then we'll give him white belts at the end when he's really tired so we can watch him get beat by white belts.
Yeah.
That makes sense. By the time the higher belts were done, the white belts had all left because they don't train very long.
Yeah. They don't stay for very long.
I had maybe 2 white belts the whole time.
Yeah.
So, like, I got thrashed pretty hard.
Was it Florida John?
I don't know what belt he is.
Yeah, I don't know what belt he is either.
I think he's a white belt.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think he's a white belt. He's. I just don't think he's belted at our gym is the thing.
Yeah.
So wherever he got it somewhere else. I think Dave was a white belt, and I think Cody Hike is a white belt.
Mm-hmm.
Amish.
Yeah. Amish man. Well, he grew out the mustache, so he's less on it.
Yeah, he's not
now.
Amish anymore. He doesn't have the Amish cut.
Yeah. Well, it was great. It gave me a reason to pull out my singlet from middle school, which still fits. Let's go.
Yeah. My favorite moment during the whole thing was like 20 rounds in, my good friend Cody Moose Fritz in the chat put in $100 bounty for a twister, and in round 28 I managed to pull out a twister.
Yes.
And get that $100 bounty, which he did pay up.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Nice. This is news to me.
Man of his word.
Yeah.
Takes one to know one. I held up my bet. He held up his.
Moose. Nice. Thank you, Moose. Also, let's see here. I ended up going against Moose at some point in the PGF, right?
I believe so. I can't remember. There were so many matches.
There were so many matches. I can't even remember.
Yeah, I think you probably faced him.
Okay. Yeah. Anyway, Moose. I guess thank you, Moose. Make it easier for us to hit. Was it
much appreciation? It lit a fire in me. I didn't know I needed to get a twister during that, but I did need to get a twister in that. It lifted my spirits a little bit after being tapped. I know it was over 50 times. I don't know how many times I got tapped during the whole thing, but I know I got tapped over 50 times.
Well, I remember as soon as I heard the Moose Fritz thing, I started yelling.
Half of those were Travis.
Yeah, a lot of them were Travis probably did the best against you.
I bet. But Brandon, Travis, and Nick probably make up like.
Yeah, I saw Brandon jumped in there.
All of the
I didn't get to see the Brandon round. I was in the middle of rolling myself.
Brandon was, dude. He was rough. He was like pulling my forehead back.
Oh,
like
great,
being rough with me.
He was just in great form.
Old man still got it,
Yeah, old man still got it. Just want to briefly bring up the Tai Tuivasa versus Tybura match.
I didn't see that one. How'd it go?
It was pretty great. It was pretty much just trading on the feet. Tybura was definitely beating him. He had more significant strikes, and then Tybura got his eventually. They got into an entanglement, and then Tybura took his back and then started punching him from his back on his head. Yeah, he finished by a rear naked choke. So that was cool.
Tai Tuivasa is on his way down, and I don't like it.
I don't like it.
I really like that. That's a guy I want around, at least as a gatekeeper. I don't really ever think he's going to be the champ or anything, but he's a fun gatekeeper. Yeah, he's got heavy hands. That's for sure. Oh yeah, but you gotta. I don't call him Bam Bam for nothing. You got to be able to stay in the fight long enough to use him, I guess. Yeah. It would be great if he would come to 10th Planet. It would leave Hawaii and come to 10th Planet Jiu-Jitsu, so we could go over some Jiu-Jitsu. That's what I'd like. I'd like to see. I gotcha. But he seems like a just stand up type, like Derek Lewis. He doesn't seem much of a. Yeah, well, I think him and Derek Lewis are very cut from the same cloth. I gotcha. Very much. They both like to party, and I'm sure both their balls are hot. So there you go. You would know. With all the fat, on their body, that would definitely make sense. But so we got PGF Worlds on UFC FightPass. So the finale is going to be on UFC FightPass. They signed it with FightPass. Also, they put the Grapplers documentary on FightPass. Yeah, so that's pretty cool. No gi, no money. That means some clips of you are on FightPass now. Yeah, I'm on FightPass. Let's go. I might be in the background somewhere. I'm at least in the credits, I think. So yeah, that's dope. I watched it. It's on YouTube and it's on FightPass, right? Yep. It's on YouTube and FightPass now. That's so cool. That's Keelan made, right? Keelan and Brandon. I mean, I'm sure the rest of the crew helped out. Samson, Isaac, Trent, Grayson. Yeah. Everybody you've ever seen hold a camera, nunchuck. Yeah. But I seen them all walking around with cameras doing the whole thing. They were busy, but they were super professional. Super professional. That's the cool part. Yeah. But yeah, PGF Worlds, that's exciting. See, we've known that for a very long time. Also, there was a couple more athletes announced. I saw Samson fumble about. He got a spot on the roster. He fumbled about. And then I'm not sure who else. I'll have to look and see who else got a spot on the roster. Yeah, I love Samson. Jamie Carnall's spot got announced. Yeah. He got second at the PGF qualifier. Okay. And then let's see here. But I love Samson. He's been around since PGF season, the little guy season, right? Little guy season. Season 4? I think he came in season 4.
Season 4.
He's a small fella.
Yeah, I met him during that time. We rolled a few times.
The
It was
last
awesome.
one, so the last two, Samson was announced, Jamie Carnall was announced, and Cameron Hurd is returning from season 5.
Heard about that. Yeah, let's see if he can finish somebody.
It's gonna be tough, but I have seen him out there like
Finishing
making
people.
some plays. I saw him at a open. At an ADCC Open, getting some finishes. So I mean, he's about it. He's not just scoring
Let's go,
points.
Cameron.
He's in there looking for subs too. So I wouldn't count him out. I wouldn't. Me and my personal heart of hearts, I wouldn't have him as a favorite going into this.
Mhm.
I mean, look at the competition. That's no disrespect to him.
No.
Just steep, dude. You got PJ Barch in there,
Yeah.
but
Butter
I
Panther.
I wouldn't count him out either because I have seen him do some things we didn't get to see him do at the PGF. So that's cool.
That's
very
great.
cool.
Okay. Yeah. I'm interested. I'm interested to see what he's changed up. Whenever we went against each other, he slapped me a bunch of times. That was fun. Anyway, yeah. And now I wanted to go into jiu-jitsu clothing. How little amount of clothing is like okay? So let's say it's open mat, right? Or no, maybe not open mat. It's just a Tuesday or Thursday night.
If you wouldn't wear it on a surfboard,
If you wouldn't wear it on a
I
surfboard,
don't want to see you on the mats.
You
But
don't- okay.
at least, I mean, at least for dudes, like
For dudes.
if you've got on a pair of like board shorts, like that's the least I'll wear is like a pair of like fight shorts, you know.
yeah, some shorter shorts without pockets, yeah. But yeah, that, and then they have to have a shirt.
Singlets acceptable.
Singlets
you know?
acceptable.
I'm not a big fan of the singlet, honestly.
It made me uncomfortable. It made me uncomfortable.
I'm not a big fan of the singlet, but wrestling's just so cool.
I felt open to the elements.
If you're like a top notch, like the guys that are in the Olympics wearing singlets make singlets look cool.
Yeah.
'Cause it's like, oh, these dudes, they're physical specimens.
Yeah.
But then you see like some high school kid in a singlet, and you're like, man, I'm sure he'd rather wear.
Yeah, he looks like a nerd.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, and they can wear rash guards now, which is
I've seen that. I like that. I think I feel like we could grow. I mean, the sport of wrestling's already massive.
yeah.
But I think we could grow the sport of wrestling if the singlet wasn't the issue.
Wasn't
Just
the main
sumo.
choice.
Sumo, that's the biggest hurdle, I think.
The
People
big-
are like, I got to wear the thing.
The
It's like,
baby?
yeah, you got to wear the thing.
Yeah.
It's not. It's just Mawashi belt.
I don't know. It just seems uncomfortable. Like if somebody
So
pulls it, gives you a
here's
wedgie.
The thing. Have you ever went rock climbing? In any
yeah.
facet?
Yeah.
It feels exactly like it feels to wear a harness.
Yeah, but that's like uncomfortable.
Not really.
Okay. Well,
I
every
mean,
time I've done it, it's been uncomfortable.
it
Maybe
was
it's
like
just
a-
been put on
it was like a har-
incorrectly.
It was like a harness, like a well-adjusted harness.
It feels like a well-adjusted
It was
harness.
more comfortable than a harness. Because I've spent a lot of time like in a skylift, like just have a harness stuck to me just so I can like fix the racks in the warehouse and stuff. And like it was more comfortable than that, even when like I was being like
Because you're
wrestling
not
in it.
okay. Okay,
It's not that bad.
it's not that bad.
It's not that bad.
Yeah.
I am always gonna wear shorts under mine. Personal preference.
Mm-hmm.
Just cause.
Point of personal preference.
Quick point of privilege. Quick point of personal privilege.
Yes.
Yeah,
You know.
yeah. That's a tier 7 level meme. But so we're gonna go with if you can't wear it on a surfboard, you shouldn't
At least
wear it. At least for you.
At least for me, that's my personal preference of what I'm gonna wear.
I'm a big fan of the rash guard. I know I wore the singlet,
Yeah.
but that's a once in like a very long time thing.
Rash guards are peak.
Rash guards.
Geese are a little much.
Geese are too much.
Rash guards are peak though.
Well, yes, rash guards are peak. We can leave on that. And then I also wanted to briefly talk about my idea for beer jits. So this is called beer. I would love to do this, but it's absolutely a terrible idea because it could go south very quick.
You want to put it on, or you want to compete in it?
I would like to put it on and compete in it. It would be
Okay.
super fun to do both. But so this is the idea. So you have to. So it's shorter matches because the competitors have to be inebriated, right? And it's before they get on the mat. Right before they get on the mat, they have to do a breathalyzer test, and then their blood alcohol level has to be, or alcohol content has to be twice the legal driving limit. So that instead of 0.08, be 0.16. So that would be the idea. So not only would you be fighting your own body for
It's high rollers with alcohol.
high rollers with alcohol. So that would be the idea. It's not something. I mean, I don't necessarily love alcohol. To be like, we live in the same place. Like, how often I drink.
Not really.
I don't, not really. So it's so it was just a fun idea. I don't know. It would be super fun.
In the words of Mark Cuban,
Yeah.
I'm out.
Dollars. I hate it. I'm out. Wow.
The words of Mark Cuban. Get this man his keys.
From Shark Tank.
Yeah. You love Mark Cuban. Or somebody does. Brandon does. Right?
Brandon's a Mark Cuban.
He
guy.
loves Mark
Mark Cuban's my boy now.
Cuban.
Yeah.
Don't mess with Mark Cuban. I think he got our respect whenever he said bad words on like live television.
See, the thing was
Yeah.
they said every cuss word he said he would have to donate like some ridiculous amount of money.
Yeah,
some,
like $5,000 or
I think it was like
20?
10 or 20 or something crazy like that.
Yeah.
Every time he cussed, he had to donate.
he's like, screw it.
It was a fee that was donated to some big charity, and he cussed like several times, which was just like,
Even after knowing.
I'm gonna send all this money to hungry kids or
charity
whatever it
either
was.
way. Yeah.
But
So if I say it again, I have to pay another $15K?
Yeah, you want to up it to 30,000?
Funk it.
it was cool. It was a neat moment.
It was a neat moment for
It was good TV.
good for sure. Great TV. I think they should do that more often. I think that millionaires should throw away their money so that they can cuss on television. That's what I like.
It's one way to play the game.
It's one way to play the game. And then we got ADCC. So ADCC, you've got trials
coming up.
So there's the trials coming up this week. When is it coming up?
This weekend.
Wow,
Double check.
that's exciting.
I'm pretty sure it's this weekend. It'll be the 30th and the 31st, so not this one, but the next one. I think
So
I could be wrong.
next weekend.
I could be wrong.
Well, no. It's the 20th right now. So yeah, it's not this weekend, but next week.
Yeah,
Okay.
but as far as I know, at the moment, we've got 3 teammates heading out there to go compete. Somebody else might hop in there. You never know when old Brett Clark might show up.
Yeah, you never know.
But at the moment, it's Kaya Jackson,
Okay. Yeah.
Nick Soff.
Yeah. Saf. Did he tell you
I
soft?
think it's Soff. Yeah. There's
Okay.
there's an interview with him saying it's Soft.
Okay. Well, then
With
there
Travis.
it is.
They had a little meme about it.
Oh, they had. Okay, great.
Called him Nick Soft,
Oh,
and I mean that's
pretty good.
funny.
Yeah.
And then Travis, yeah.
Yeah, and
So
then Travis.
we've got
Thomas.
those 3 going out.
Yeah.
The divisions they're going into are insane. I think there's a very high chance, almost 100% chance, one of our teammates gets their biggest win of their career. Like
Yeah.
this, like in the next few days.
I think Nick Saf is almost like
Do what?
is almost a shoe-in. Nick Saf.
Dude, I think all 3 of them are shooting.
Yeah.
Like I think it's very likely that all 3 of those guys see day 2.
That's awesome.
I think they're going to go really deep into the bracket.
So I have a question. What's some of the opposition?
Okay, so we'll start with Kaya's bracket. I don't have as many names listed in hers. I do know a lot of the names, but hers was the last one I did, and I was like, man, I can't put down everybody.
Yeah.
But we've got Jasmine Rocha, which is
Okay.
Wagner Rocha's daughter,
Okay.
the one that had that match with Fion.
Okay.
Alex Enriquez, she's bad, dude. She's so good at jiu-jitsu. She won the East Coast. But the thing is, for the men, if you win East Coast, obviously you don't have to do West Coast because you've already got your invite. Women's brackets are half as big, so the first qualifier or the first trial in your region doesn't count. All it does is get you a
have to go
good
to 2?
seed. You don't have to go to 2. The second one's the only one that matters. The first one's pretty much just a dry run. So that's why Kaya wasn't that beat up about not getting to go. I think she got sick or something and couldn't go.
Yeah.
But like even if she won, because Alex won, Alex doesn't get to go. She's still got to go win another tournament. Now, if I'm sure that'll give her a shoe in for like, let's say somebody has to miss. I'm pretty sure that'll give her a good spot as like an alternate, but she doesn't have a guaranteed spot, and she already won a trials, and that sucks because trials is so difficult. We've also got Bree Stick, which she's got a little bit of history with unsettled beef there.
Okay.
She's fellow 10th Planet, so it ain't that deep, but she's got some unsettled beef there. Trinity Pun, a little unsettled beef there. ready to go get that one back.
Yeah.
And then Amanda Bruce from Atos. So, like, there's some pretty killer ladies in her bracket. But these other two brackets are way wilder in my opinion.
Okay.
So, Nick, he's going to be... Oh, and Kaya's going to be going into the minus 55, which is... You can do the math. Minus 55 kilograms division. Nick's going to be going into the minus 66. I think that's around like 145 pounds. You've got the Corbet brothers, Richard Alarcon, Josh Rich BJJ, the YouTuber guy.
Okay.
You've seen his videos?
No.
I think I showed you some of his.
Maybe.
Samson Fomabout's going to be in that one.
Oh.
So, AJ Agazarm, he's going to be in the PGF. He's in that one.
All right.
Keith Krikorian, Gio Martinez.
What? Why is Gio still competing? But that's awesome.
Oh, he's on up there. I think it said he was 37, but you know what? Get out there and the thing is I like that we're not seeing Gio argue for a spot because he's been in ADCC forever. He could easily just argue for a spot. He's not doing that. He's going back to the trials and saying, "No, I'm gonna go back and earn one." That gets a lot of street cred in my heart. I mean, same thing for a lot of these guys. A lot of these guys could argue for a spot and say, "Look what I've done in the past," but they're all saying, "No, I'm gonna show up into this crazy bracket with 300 other people where I could, go against other big names, or I could go against somebody nobody's ever heard of and get beat." I like that they're putting it out online like that. Elias Anderson, Dominic Mejia, the new guy on New Wave he got second at the last trials, right behind, I can't remember that cat's name. I can't remember his name. Reese Lefevre, PGF Season 4 winner.
Yep.
He's in that bracket.
Yep.
Jordan Hawley, Isaac Cordova, which I think Nick's got a little unsettled beef with. Not unsettled beef, but he's got a win to go get back over that guy.
All right.
And he's actually got a win. Nick's got a win over Reese Lefevre. So coming into that one with the advantage in the history. Gianni Grippo, ADCC vet, the Murdoch brothers, Ricky Lule, Fabian Ramirez, Mario Gayor from season. He did a bunch of seasons.
Yeah.
Remember Mario from 10th Planet O'Fallon? Damian Anderson from B Team, and Barrett Yoshida, who's a ADCC Hall of Famer. Okay. He's like 50 years old.
Yeah.
I saw him out competing in these Masters divisions at the ADCC Opens, and he was like, "Well, I never got an ADCC gold. I still got to get mine." Well, he's coming back into the trials. Like I said, big street cred in my heart for something like that. Instead of going, "Oh, I'm a Hall of Famer. You're not going to let me come back." He's like, "No, I'm going to go scrap with these young bucks over a spot." I love that.
That's the way to do it.
Tons of other big names in the 66, but those are just the ones that we have time for. In the 88, you got Abraham Lamontagne, I think is how you say his last name. How do you say his last name?
I don't know, but that sounds
Abraham
great.
the Mountain. He's from New Wave. He's very good. He's the number 1 seed.
Okay.
So he's going to be something to deal with for sure.
We'll see. So that's on Travis's?
Yeah, we're into Travis's now. He's in the minus 88, so like the 194.
All right.
This would be, I guess, your division?
Yeah, it would be my division.
Abraham.
Still messed up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got the knee brace on.
Yeah.
Elder Cruz, Ryan Aitken, Steven Martinez, who's looking pretty sharp. Kevin Burberick, who is personally my favorite grappler outside of like our teammates and stuff.
Okay.
He's the Truck Master Flex on Instagram. He's got some really wacky moves. That redheaded guy.
Yeah. He does have some wacky moves, and a lot of them are legit.
Oh, dude, yeah, he's pretty good.
He's so legit, yeah. He might be on the roids. Continue.
Who knows, dude? He's looking pretty swole these days.
Yeah.
Benji Silva, David Garmo, Moose Fritz, who we were talking about earlier.
Yeah, okay, good for him, man.
On there.
Yeah, let's go.
J-Rod, Hunter Colvin, Clay Mayfield,
Hunter Colvin,
Micah Brakefield.
Wow.
Landon Torville. Caleb McAllister, a lot of PGF names.
Okay.
Aaron Teagues, handsome Kevin Sherrill,
Ooh.
Achilles Rocha, Wagner Rocha's son. So we've got his son and his daughter at these trials.
Yep.
And he'll probably be showing up to the main event. Dude, how cool would it be to have, cool would it be as a dad to be like, you're competing, you're the old man, you're the vet, the old guard competing at an event, and you've got your son and your daughter both competing at that event too, and it's the Olympics of your sport. That's That's pretty gnarly.
That's pretty cool. Someone raised him right.
Yeah. William Tackett, who won it last year.
I want to match with William Tackett so bad.
Jason Rao, who we went to that seminar.
Yeah, that guy.
Yeah, him.
Yeah.
Chris Wojcik, Quentin Rosenzweig, Mac McCabe, and Sloan Clymer. That's so many just crazy potential matches for our teammates, I think.
Yeah.
Like, they could get...
They're going to come back
huge
legendary.
Huge wins.
Legendary.
I think they will get... Not just could, I think they will get some huge wins.
Yes.
I mean, dude, it's I don't know. I'm super excited for it. I want to do like a little watch party for it.
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Kind of hard to do that because it's a 2-day event, but you know.
Yeah, just a little watch. I mean, it is
also
hard
runs like all
early
day
in the morning.
long.
Yeah.
Like it starts
throughout
early
the rest of the
and
day.
it'll go till late at night, and then the same thing again. But
and I work on Saturday, so I'll probably miss a lot of it.
yeah,
That sucks.
I wonder. So Nick and Travis probably won't be seated just because they haven't competed in ADCC events before. But they've competed in them, but they haven't medaled or whatever. Kaya, her registration wasn't on there yet. I'm sure she'll go. Hers isn't going to fill up because the ladies divisions aren't filling up. But I wonder whether or not she'll be seated because she won an open, and you know, getting a seed will help you a lot because like obviously you could be the second best guy there, but if you don't have a seed, your first seed might be William Tackett, and he might beat you first round, and he might go win the whole thing. And it sucks because it's like, well, you're the second best guy there, but nobody gets to know that but you.
Yeah.
And maybe William Tackett.
Let's see how that is. Yeah.
But I mean, that's how brackets go. But
Is what it is. But yeah, I'm excited. I'm super excited for our teammates. They're gonna do great.
yeah, I think
They'll do
all
so
three of
good.
them will go and do some cool stuff.
For sure. Sorry.
You're good.
But yeah. And then we have ADCC pay.
Yeah, so now that we're seeing some of these shows come out with some pretty fat paydays, because the sport's just growing so fast. You know, we had 2 shows in 1 week announce $100,000 paydays. You know,
Yeah.
Zapatero said they had a $100,000 show.
PGF
You're
Worlds.
seeing 10 grand shows all the time.
Yeah.
PGF's they're giving away something like $150,000 because it's $100 for the team, and then it's another $20 for playoffs, and then it's like $1,000 for everybody just showing up, and then that's before you've got sponsorships, bonuses, this, that,
And the other
bounties, and the other thing,
And the
whatever
other
that
thing.
might be.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. So
there's money in the sport.
historically, from what I understand, could be wrong, don't take it as gospel, the last few consecutive ADCCs, it's been 10 grand if you win your division, and I think it's more than that if you win the super fight or the absolute, and then second place gets like, what was it you read,
5,000 and 3,000 for third place.
Yeah, so like it's not, I wouldn't complain
No,
about getting 10 grand.
not at all.
I wouldn't complain one bit.
No,
But
that's a new car. I need one.
when you're competing regularly in the position of somebody who is a top 10 guy, and every time you're competing at a FightPass Invitational or a Pit Submission Series now with Karate Combat, because I heard they're paying pretty good. That's what Craig said.
That'd be pretty great.
Or one, like you've got all
Sure,
these...
they paid Craig pretty good.
Yeah, you've got all these options now to go compete. It's not just like, oh, ADCC, and then what's going to get me by. It's like, okay, maybe there's a little competition for ADCC. What I'm thinking is, I was thinking already, now that ADCC popped off, 2019 was like, oh, sweet. 2022 was off the chain. I figured 2024, now that it's looking to be a profitable business, you know, instead of just them kind of throwing money from overseas at some grapplers. Now that it's looking to be like selling out arenas, you know, pay-per-view rights, all that crap, I feel like they were probably already going to boost the pay.
Yeah.
But a couple of people are talking like
maybe they should boost it more.
maybe they should boost it more. Gordon, his thoughts was ADCC doesn't owe you anything, or Mo doesn't owe you anything.
Yeah.
Like, he's the reason the sport got here to begin with, which I kind of agree with.
Yeah.
I'm definitely not mad at Mo. That's definitely not.
No, that's a cool guy.
Definitely not my thoughts here. Because like I said, I would be more than happy to get 10 grand.
Yeah.
But I could also see the pay rising a little bit just because it is getting big now, and ADCC is like
Now that they're
the Olympics.
Yeah. Now that they're making money, they have more money to give to their competitors, which would be awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I wonder if they would ever do like a
announced.
show.
I saw there's some pretty cool names on there.
All right.
So at the moment, Kyle Bain,
Colbane.
Giancarlo Badoni.
Badoni. I like that guy.
Yeah, dude, he won 88 at ADCC. I mean, that's big. That's big.
It's real big.
Big Dan. That's a cool name to have on there.
Oh yeah. A little less so now. I'm just kidding.
I mean,
He'll
he'll always, even if he wasn't good, like he's obviously very good. Even if he wasn't good, he would still be like a circus attraction.
Yeah.
He would still have like the Bob Sapp thing, you know, or like a Hong Man Choi or whatever.
Yeah.
Like he's still giant.
Just the
but he's
excitement.
also very good at jiu-jitsu, so it's like, okay, cool. Let's get this guy.
He's got both going on.
Hasim Rita from B Team.
Ooh.
I was thinking, and then this one's gonna be the absolute. I was thinking Nicky Rod would be back, but I don't see him on here yet. At least
Nicky
Hulk Barboza, Phil Davis from Bellator, Roosevelt Souza, Andre Porfirio, and Colin Sabino.
Okay.
My thoughts on that. Very cool. Very cool bracket. I mean, there's going to be more people announced, I'm sure. Even if that was the only big names put in. Still pretty cool. Colin Sabino's in there. Understandable. Guy's a G. He's a good grappler. But at the last Combat Jiu-Jitsu, which I know this is EBI, the rules are a little different. At the last Combat Jiu-Jitsu, same show, Travis just got a win over Colin Sabino. So how come Colin's getting in there, or Cologne, however you say his name, Calon, he's getting back in there, and our boy Travis didn't get an invite and get put on the poster with all these big names?
That's a good question. Was this the exact same match where both of them couldn't continue afterwards?
I think so, yeah. Travis was sick, and that guy, I don't know exactly what happened with him.
Yeah.
I mean, I know he got beat up pretty good, and then he got choked in overtime. But I know he didn't continue. They got Caleb Crump from the other end of the bracket. He lost his match, and they got him to replace Travis in the next one. Okay. But Travis got the win.
Yeah, and that's the most important. So it makes you really wonder.
Yeah, makes you, which obviously my heart's going to be with Travis anyway. I'm going to be biased as a teammate, but got to get Travis in there. Travis said he's never mind.
All right.
That might be for next time. That might be some insider info. Yeah, I'll have to ask.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens. What we will see is Travis, Kaya, and Nick at this ADCC trials, and then we're gonna see Travis and Kaya on Subversive on a Combat Jiu-Jitsu team. So we're gonna get to see some jits with hits.
Yes.
Once again, some slap grappling.
Yeah, slap grappling.
And then we're gonna get to see Nick go compete at Midwest Finishers and go get that 145 strap. So
let's go.
Warpath.
Yeah.
Warpath.
Big time. That's
and for Kaya and yours truly, we're gonna be getting out there and doing some sumo.
Oh yeah.
With Church.
Sakura Cup.
The Sakura Cup in Nashville.
She's gotta make the hike all the way down to Church's backyard. Am I correct on that?
We were talking about if we're gonna do it again in the backyard or if we're gonna do it in a gym.
Okay.
Either one's fine with me.
It's got to be outside though, right? Outdoors.
It doesn't need to be.
Is it going to be on a mat at the competition?
I think they're doing it on a mat outside because it said outdoors, like under a pavilion.
Okay.
Which is pretty cool.
That's cool,
but
still,
it was the martial arts pavilion, so
that's a cool kind of pavilion.
Yeah, if we're gonna
probably my favorite type of pavilion.
Yeah, if we're gonna have a pavilion, that's the kind I want.
But at the same time, it's like, why do it outside if you're not going to do it on dirt or sand?
I'm with you.
Yes, I mean,
but I think having like a regulation setup is probably just a lot of work.
Yeah, I'm sure.
So
you got to buy the sand.
This is their first event.
You got to transport the sand.
Yeah, you got to salt the dirt.
The dirt, man. I mean, I feel like that's the easiest thing to do.
Probably
just get a little salt shaker. Go.
Yeah.
Just get 7 people with 7 salt shakers.
But It's going to be a good time.
Get the.
I'll tell you that right now. It's going to be a good time.
I mean, it's just the Arrakis. I'm sorry.
The what?
Arrakis. You're basically just doing jiu-jitsu in Arrakis. That's what it's called. Arrakis is the world that Dune.
Oh yeah, see, I still haven't seen Dune or Star Wars or Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, this guy hasn't seen anything ever.
Seen anything.
He's only seen regular show and Adventure Time, and that's it.
Whoa.
Yeah. Anyway, I believe that's all that we have for today.
Let us know if you like these shorter episodes. If we should keep it short and sweet,
to the
let
point.
You know what's going on.
Yeah.
Give you some laughs, or if we should
laughs, gaffs,
stretch it out, make it longer form content.
Yeah. Do you want more news? Do you want more news? Or
do you want more news, or do you want more neighbors?
Neighbors or news, or do you want both? Neighbors and news? That's gonna stretch it out.
Yeah, that's long form content. That's Joe Rogan.
Yeah, that's 4 hours, 6 hours sometimes.
But
yeah. By the way, hey, do you know they took his most recent Protect Our Parks off of Spotify?
I did not know that.
Well, I mean, he's no longer partners with Spotify. He's gone straight to YouTube at this point.
Saw that coming. But.
I mean, he's going to YouTube and Spotify. How'd you see that coming? I didn't see it coming. It just happened.
They seemed like they wanted to restrict him whenever he first got with them. So I just kind of thought it wouldn't last forever.
Yeah.
I figured he'd be with them for a while because it's a lot of money.
Yeah.
But I figured it probably wouldn't last forever because he's already got a lot of money.
He trailblazed with having.
Didn't seem like the type to be tied down by $.
Oh no! I mean, he's got FU money with. Yeah, he's got FU. He's doing fine. He doesn't
multiple streams
need
of income.
Spotify. Yeah.
I mean,
if something gets in the way of his fun time, it's out.
Yeah,
it's no longer
he's
there.
White guy Oprah. You know?
White guy Oprah.
Mm-hmm.
Italian man Oprah.
Sure.
Yeah, same guy, same thing. Anyway, I guess we'll talk to you guys later.
Food in the microwave.
Just gonna go put some food in the microwave. We'll see you. Bye.
Dude, that is a crazy bracket for all three of those.
Yeah. You start. I heard you going. Whoa.
Dude, Barry Yoshida's 50, and he's a Hall of Famer. That would be like.
Brandon 6 years from now. Just decides, hey, I'm going to ADCC.
Chuck Liddell 5 years from now.
Yeah.
Go to the UFC Contender Series and just start popping up people nobody ever heard of for a chance of getting back at it.